My husband is in the Marine Corps. We were in the process of moving here to Texas, which is his second duty station. It kind of took a toll on our marriage. And that's when we were expecting our second child. Things just weren't complete still with our marriage, and we didn't feel like bringing another child into a broken marriage would help. And we just didn't think it was fair for the child either. That's when we looked up adoption plans. My name is Destiny. I'm a wife, mother, and a birth mother. And this is my story. When we were stationed in North Carolina, it kind of took a toll on our marriage. We ended up being separated for about 6 months. So we decided to weigh our options and look into what we could do because it was just adding more stress. That's when we looked up adoption plans, and Gladney was the first one that popped up, so I looked more into it. I was very nervous. It felt weird to me to be married and already have a family and to be placing my second child up for adoption. It didn't feel right, but they kind of made me feel like it was okay and that the option was, not a bad option. Hannah was the one I spoke to. She was so friendly, and she became my go-to for everything. If I ever had questions, she made me feel super comfortable. And what I liked about it is that they made him feel like he was 100% part of the process, and they didn't leave him out at all. When it came to picking the adoptive parents out, we were given books, and the very first book that we looked at was the one that we fell in love with. Every book that we looked at after that, it just didn't feel right. We thought it was weird that the very first one that we looked at just was it. We connected with them a lot. They told us about their childhood and how they met and vice versa. And we talked about the birth plan, if they were gonna be in the room or not. And because I felt so comfortable with them and he did as well, we decided that we'd be more than happy with them in the room at the hospital with us because we wanted them to be a part of the whole process. So when the time came, we told Hannah, hey, it's time. Baby's coming. She let Danny and Susan know. And after the baby was born, they came into the room. And then the hardest part was probably the last day when we had to sign the papers and the discharge day and say our goodbyes. Gladney helped a lot through that whole process because they made it feel so kind of comforting and normal, and with Danny and Susan there helped and eased our mind with who we picked. We do have a semi-open adoption, and everything's through email, so they send us emails, updates. Every now and then, here and there, we send them updates as well. It's nice seeing the baby with a family as one. It's very comforting to see. Still hurts a little, but it's very nice that we were able to give them that opportunity. It's been a few years now since we placed for adoption. So within that time, my husband and I were able to repair our marriage. We're probably happier than we ever have been, and it's a really great feeling. We just had our third baby. We moved into a house, and we're both back in school. If you're pregnant or need any help, contact Gladney. Thank you for listening to my story.